Yeah, classic spot for koi carp fishing. Testing it right now, just as my happy hour starts. I'm hoping to grab a few more XP and maybe make a bit of silver too. Whoa, that one really took off. I actually have to crank up the brake a bit. The first big fish that's hitting right now. And yep, I've got the brake maxed out. Can't go any higher. But yeah, that's really nice. I've only just started testing for a few minutes, not that long ago, maybe 15 minutes or so I've been here. And yeah, I'm testing a spot that usually works every now and then, so classic spot. I mean, here at Copper Lake, there aren't that many spots. What's that? I mean, it's always kind of the same spots at Copper Lake. Oh, a Dinks? A Dinks? Or what? Yeah, it's always kind of the same spots here, and one of them is always working again. So, it's not super spectacular or anything. And I think based on the tree, you can already tell where I'm at right now. Yeah, and you can also see it in the records, what's going well right now and what isn't. And here at this spot, the banana is working well. I just gave it a quick try, and yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. That's nice. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, that's a Dinks leather carp could be. Oh, that one can definitely come in. That's a rare one, that's for sure. Wouldn't mind a big one either. Come on in here. Who do we have here? Bam. Dinks leather carp, 15 kilos. Nice. Very rare fish, fat XP. That really makes happy hour fishing fun. You really do get some solid XP out of it. And from a coin perspective, that should work out well too. So casting back out, 10 meters, pretty much exactly right there. I cast and land somewhere right in that area. And so far it's worked out well. Oh, and there's the next one. Though I have to say in the beginning, yeah, now it's really kicking off here. In the beginning, it was still a bit, I'd say every 2 to 3 minutes of fish. So it started off kind of slow at first, but it was also still midday. And now, as we head into the evening hours, it's really picking up. That's how it should be. And of course, I'm hoping for 1 or 2 more koi here. Well, we're not really after the regular common carp. We can catch those elsewhere. But of course, we'll take anything that bites. Main thing is the frequency is there. Yeah, we'll take a quick look at the setup in a moment. There's the next koi. We'll take that one. Oh, come on in here. The koi's already waiting. We'll get that one out quick. So, bam, cast again. And there's the next, orange Ogon. Very nice. Didn't have to wait long. Nice, 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 nice. Yes. Those are great too. And look at that again through happy hour. 40,000 XP. Excellent. We'll gladly take that. So casting back out quickly and off we go. And yeah, the ground bait's already all down there. Let's take a quick look at the setup. Or actually, let's check the catch log first. Here's what it looks like right now. Not even 20 minutes in, but I think, yeah, something's starting to shape up, Sarchef. Let's put it that way. It's maybe not totally clear yet, but you can already see the direction it's heading. And if we keep getting more Dinks leathercarp and more orange Ogon, or even other koi, then I'm totally happy. Then it all works out. All of this, as I said, 10 meters out, not casting very far, and I have to say that's super pleasant. No need to cast far, just a relaxed cast right here. Bam, bam, bam. No long fights either, and the fish are on immediately. Yeah, we still have to take another look at the ground bait. I've already made this one a few times. Ever since the last Q&A with RF4, I've been mixing all my ground baits, well, using basic items, stuff from the food shop, and always mixing in natural aromas, and not just going all in with feed pellets. We all know by now that feed pellets don't actually add attraction. Okay, don't need that one. So yeah, they don't boost attraction, and that just wastes your slots. But I have to say, I sometimes get the impression that you can also end up with ingredients in the mix that aren't all that great for the fish. Whoa, what was that? I haven't seen that before either. Maybe it pulled and it ripped out of its mouth, and then the whole thing just flew back at me. That's wild. That's really wild. Okay, cast back out quickly. Gotta make use of the time now that the fish are biting in the evening hours. Get the bait straight back in. So, about the ground bait. Yeah, there's always a chance that we're mixing in ingredients the fish don't like. On the other hand, there's also the chance of creating a mix that works extremely well, like the C2 Super Freak mix. There are already several videos on that here on the channel. Just check them out, all the recent koi fishing videos where I use the C2 Super Freak. I was also always using that specific ground bait, and it works really, really well. So yeah, you can use that one very specifically for the C2 Super Freak, and that's exactly what a good ground bait should be. Meaning, we build the ground bait for the fish, not for the bait. That's the key point. And I'm guessing it's going to take us a few more years to get past this whole feed pellet, feed pellet, feed pellet thing before we figure that out. I see it almost everywhere. People are still building their mixes this way. And the problem is, it works. So maybe there's no real reason to change it. But if RF4 says it doesn't add attraction and you're wasting slots, then we're probably wasting potential to make even better mixes. And one of the most important points is, if you're testing a spot with a fairly neutral mix, then you can test out different baits at the same time. If the first three don't work, and you already filled the whole spot with a full-on cream mix, and it's not working, well, now the whole spot is soaked in cream. All right, let's take a look at the setup. This is what it looks like right now. I've got my Royal feeder rods, and they have that plus 10%. That's always an advantage. So we've got an extra 10%, meaning 110% on bottom fishing. So that gives us a higher chance to catch decent fish, ones that are big enough, and that of course increases the chance for a trophy. Everything here is set to 27 kilograms using size 1 hooks and only 14mm pop-up boilies, corn banana. So the entire setup, all the aromatics on every rod are all banana. And as always, if you're planning to stay longer and you're patient enough for the real heavyweights, then of course you go with a bigger boilie, not the small 14mm ones. But the frequency really drops when you do that. So for happy hour, I prefer to use smaller baits with a higher bite rate. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Talked a long time about the setup. Now let's pull one out. What do we have here? Whoa, Yutsushiro. A small Yutsushiro. Not bad either, wouldn't mind a big one of those either. If the black koi is actually nocturnal, that would be interesting, right? Cast it back out quickly. So do we have the next thing? There it is. And now we'll use this rod quickly and take a look at the banana ground bait. And here it is, Koi Basic Banana. That's the basic banana ground bait mix. Let's cast that out real quick, and then we'll take a look at what it's made of. Pull everything tight. So this is the mix. Wheat bran as the base, then as mentioned the banana feed pellets, but nice big banana feed pellets because we want to attract bigger fish too. If we want to draw in even bigger fish, we can also leave out the base, but that only works if you're using PVA. And maybe instead of the corn, we could throw in crushed banana boilies. That gives you two really large components in the mix. And again, if you leave out the base, you attract bigger fish, but the frequency drops. In this version here, we've got corn in the mix, flaxseed, rice, and banana as the aroma. So with the aroma, we're basically guiding the whole relatively neutral feed mix toward our bait, and that already seems to be working pretty well right now. Another option, of course, would be a corn base. Corn and corn kernels always work quite well too, especially when you're fishing completely with just pop-up corn without boilies. Then the combination of a corn-based feed mix plus corn kernels in the mix plus corn as the hook bait seems to work out quite nicely. Yeah, that's how it's looking right now. Not even half an hour. Now, of course, it's heading into the night, and I'm curious to see if something more will come in. But like I said, I'm already quite happy. We've got a few rare carp here, a few rare cuss, and it can definitely keep going like this. And with that, I'm just continuing my happy hour here. Let's hope the weather stays like this for a while, set to normal, then you can definitely keep testing this spot out some more. Leave a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, really helps me out, and then I'll see you in the next video. Until then, tight lines.